Of course. Oh, there it is. Okay. Hi, Tova. Oh, did I? Oh, no, it's saved. That's right. What was that? Did you touch something? Well, that was weird. Huh. That was weird. What? Hello, hello. What are you doing, Tova? What? We're gonna wait and see if more people go hop on. Yeah, we wait and see if more people pop on. Yes. I know. I know. Or if we're just gonna hang out with a couple of people today. Yeah? Or Facebook's gonna please don't do that. Or Facebook's gonna be dumb and we're not give us comments. Which is totally possible. Yep. Hi, there, Elisa. Hello. Didn't see me on the roller skates. No, I'm not getting on roller skates. I have. I've definitely done it before. Ellie's got to restart her computer. Okay. It's been a while though, so I was like, I'm not getting in roller skates right now because I don't want to break my wrist. we're just getting over like everything, so I don't want to cause anything more. So no, thank you. Hope we all had fun. We did. Yeah, we did. So my cousin's son turned 8. And so we have a local gym which just kind of lets them all run around and do whatever the heck they want. And roller skating is a part of that. And so that's pretty much what they did. The kids were running amok, essentially. So I was like, okay, well, you guys go do your thing. Go have fun. I'm going to sit here and make sure you don't kill yourselves. Good evening, Lori. How's things? So, but yeah, I've roller skated when I was a kid. Probably early teenager. And then the local like roller rink closed. And we haven't been back since. So this is just the local old high school. Their gym is open enough to be able to do stuff. So, hey Dee, how's it going? Tova's in mood. But I know Ellie's restarting her computer, so I'm gonna wait until Ellie at least pops in and says, "Hey, I'm here." Which one are you? Oh, okay. Hey, Stacy. Good, Lori. I'm glad things are well. A week for now, probably not off soon. Well, that's okay too. Hey, Sue. How are you feeling? Sorry, I'm finishing a Jolly Rancher, so I don't like lose my my voice tonight. We roller skate like Lily does. The shuffle. They're just finally learning how to do it, and so it's really cute watching them like try to figure it out. Liam forgot to bend at his knees tonight, and so he's like kind of relearning that a little bit. We just did it like a week ago too. That's the crazy part. I'm not having a party for my birthday on Sunday. People keep telling me it's a big one. Not even allowed to hibernate. You know, I'm of the opinion you can do what you want on your birthday. If you want to hibernate, hibernate. If you don't want to hibernate, then don't hibernate. Who cares? Will you choose to do what you want to do? It shouldn't matter. So, yeah, so my sister came back from Florida with me. And she got sick. Like, she got sick. Like, fevers and nasty got sick. Lost her voice and everything. And, like, I can feel it tickling in the back of my throat. So I'm trying to avoid from getting that entirely. Hey, Nicole. How's things? We're all dealing with the ice and the snow now that has hidden the danger of the ice underneath of it. After chores this morning, I did some housework and caught up on things. Calendars for the rescues are going out. So if you ordered a calendar already, like prepaid it, it's going out. You should have it soon. I apologize for being late a little bit more this year, but I intended to get them out in January. And they've kind of been hidden in midst of trying to do the sale stuff and going to Florida. So it's been kind of a challenge. Linda, you're still up. You made it. Hey, Christine and Christine. Thank you guys for joining with me. The hay guys showed up and we threw out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, probably about 10 round bales out in the pasture. Wake for now, probably not off. Yeah. Your gelding went down on the ice. Oh, thank God he didn't hurt himself. See, and that's my biggest fear with the sheet of ice that we have out there right now. Last thing we need is one of these horses to go down. Like, really, we don't need anybody going down. We don't anybody getting hurt. And so everybody that needs like immediate attention and eyes on are pretty much in the pasture, or I'm sorry, in the barn. And I'm hoping, very much hoping, that if we can get like, I don't know. I don't know if I want it to melt or if I just want more snow. Who's out where? Pasture or barn? I think I have one more I'd like to bring in, but I don't want to chance them across the ice. So like I'm trying not to. Hard to type, can't see very well. Well, you take it easy and just sit and listen and hang out. Who's out in the pasture? Sophie and Mac, Petey, Twist, Donnie, Tucker, Bjorn, Strawberry, Dulce, is that it? That can't be. I gotta have more than that. Because, like, even the rescues alone, that can't be it. Tucker, Petey, Dulce, Twist. Because Champ, Nellie, Honey, Scarlet, Morgan Freeman, Baron, Nick, I'm trying to count heads. I guess that's right. I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. Because, like, mine would be Dragon, Sophie, Quartz, Mac, Tenet, Critter, oh, Banjo, Bilbo, Smarty, and Gato. Right, so Banjo, Mac, Sophie, Bjorn. Those 4 are outside in the pasture. Everybody else is in. Yeah. Banshee. Banshee's in the barn. Right, so Champ, Banshee, Nick, Baron, Nellie, Honey, Morgan Freeman, those guys are in the barn. So that makes Dulce. I'm not really flipping you off. Dulce, Twist, Petey, Twist. 11. Yeah, that's about right. They're outside in the pasture. So, yeah. So I think, yeah. So yeah, that's who's where. Ellie, I was kind of waiting on you, honestly. Can't stay tonight. Hope you have a wonderful night. Hugs to everyone. Well, Hannah, hugs. Miss you. Donnie. Yeah, Donnie's out in the pasture because Artie's inside. Donnie's doing better. He's actually doing fine, so I'm not really concerned about him being in the barn. He gets miserable, actually. If he's in too much, he gets moody. He's like Smarty that way. Don't want to be in. Don't keep me in. I don't want to be in. Put me out. Put me out, put me out, put me out. So 11 outside with 10 round bales. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. There's plenty of hay out there. I said to my husband after I came back in, I was like, so we shouldn't need to buy hay for 2 weeks. So, hey, Ellen. Yes, roll on spring. Please, spring. Please, we need you. We need you so bad. It's not even funny right now. Yeah, so it definitely makes taking care of everybody a lot nicer. A lot easier, too, because there's less mouths to feed. There's going to be more hay out in the pasture for them to be able to chomp on. Much more for them to be able to spread out with and not fight over the round bales. And we're not going through them as fast. So like I said, the major important ones are inside, and not have to worry about the ice. So if we can get just a couple of days where if we can get a little bit more snow, either to sit on top of that ice and pack it onto it a little bit more, and then kind of creates that like cushion between so we don't have to worry about them slipping. That'd be great. That would be great. And then, yeah, no, we've actually been using square bales for the inside. I'm really kind of over having round bales in my indoor at this point, even though the floor is pretty much already trashed. The last thing we need is to have to worry about more piles of round bales, hay, like sitting around. So yeah. Can we just have spring, please? It definitely is easier for us to grain them all, especially because they're already in and they're right at hand. We're not going to have to go out in the pasture and go chasing them down. So, you got your package today in Tennessee and everything made it. You love your Florida freebies. Yay! Yeah. I know, Tova. I got happy face on my happy voice. Huh. You had a couple inches of snow on your ice, Lori. Well, that's good. Yes, and less fighting. So I still have a whole bag of stuff to pass on to you guys from Florida. This bag is full of things that all need to go to you guys too. So be prepared to have more like extras for y'all. So yeah. Also heads up for those of you guys who are into it. Oh, my hairband broke. Sadness. Well, it's almost there. Meh. So I did go ahead and actually put together items and things coming in for a mystery box. So expect that to be coming out here probably a couple weeks, depending on how much it's going to take for shipping for things to get here. Thanks, Christine. So, we're going to price them at, we're going to do 2 levels. One, you're going to have the higher end boxes like $25. Okay. And that's going to have a ton of stuff in it and a couple of high value things in it with it. And then you're going to have a lower end box, which is going to be about 15, 10 or 15. I haven't figured out yet. And, it's going to have things in it and it's not going to be like as full. So you guys will have those options. So just heads up on that part. But yeah, these are the best at hairbands. They really are, because they don't grab your hair like the round ones do. They don't pinch anything like the old scrunchies did. And what a way to use old phone cord. So any gems, gold, or horses? All of the above, Ellie. All of the above. So Jim was like, you should do a theme box every month. And I was like, do you know how much prep work that takes? But there will be all of the above, a little bit of, I took your guys' comments into consideration, and have been scrolling through, looking at different things. And there's one person I still need to contact about adding a little bit of US-based customer stuff to it. And there will be 3D printed stuff in there as well. So something extra. Yep. So the real reason we're doing the live tonight is we're going to start catching back up on our shadow work stuff, because I've been kind of busy on every Sunday, unfortunately, because either I'm flying or I was in Florida or something happened where it was like, oh yeah, there was the one night I completely forgot what day it was. And I was like, let's go sit on the couch, and forgot it was Sunday. But no, this is the real reason why we're here for tonight's live, is the shadow work stuff. I've lost my book in the midst of trying to clean everything and find stuff. So Ellie had to send me a picture of the page. Yeah, that was great. It was great. Hang on a second. Are we talking about last night? No, not necessarily, unless it comes up, Stacy. Good night, Jean. No. No. We are not going to discuss last night's thing, because that is an entirely different discussion, and I am not ready to open that can of worms until, yeah. Good night, Linda. So yeah. But the shadow work page for tonight is discussing a list of negative characteristics about you. I've come up to bed, but as you know, I'll be watching till you finish. I'm not going to be reading. Well, thanks, Mel. I appreciate that. So that a list of negative characteristics. So I do have a tendency to be very forgetful, and I take that. I definitely do. I definitely have the anxiety. I have depression. I get angry, but I don't I try not to rage it out on anybody. That was an old characteristic I had as a kid and teenager. Sometimes it comes out in ways, but I try not to be too much, if it makes sense. Where you get angry and you get a little bit vindictive and you're like, yeah, no, I'm going to do this and I'm going to go after this person and I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that or whatever. And I'm kind of like at a point where in my life, it's not worth doing that anymore. And I'm not really into doing that anymore, right? It's more energy than it's worth, I think. So I try not to. Like, my brain's like, yeah, let's do it. And I'm like, no, No, let's not do that. Other examples that the book puts out is, is there rage, fear, a poor work ethic, lack of discipline, commitment. I mean, I definitely have issues with staying on task. Absolutely admit to that. I have issues with staying on task. And that's the ADHD. That's the inattentive ADHD where the hyperfocus is like, this? No, you don't need to do that. We need to worry about this today. And you're like, that's really not that important. Yeah, but you really we should do this. You suck, brain. You suck. That's not fair. But, you kind of have to just learn to work through it. And that's why I have meds for it. And if I can stay on those meds, usually my days are pretty productive. When my days aren't productive, I definitely have problems of staying on task and making sure things are done in a more prioritized list, per se. Like the calendars have been here probably 3 weeks or so. And they've been on that prioritized list to take care of, but they get lost in the midst of everything else. Self-awareness is a huge start. Absolutely it is. Absolutely it is. Being so self-aware of what is going on and where your faults lie is huge. We may not want to identify those, and it's scary to have to identify what is poorly about ourselves. I know there's lots of other things that people out there would say about me, and I don't really care. But they're not living in the skin that you're living in. You live within yourself, and you're the only one that knows yourself better than anybody else. And being aware of where your faults are is the only way to make yourself a better person in trying to make steps to fix those things. Fear of being incorrect. My brain is slow at thinking, always say the wrong thing. I do the exact same thing. I don't like being wrong, but to admit to being wrong is easy after I realize it. You don't like being called out. That was one thing I hated. That's one of my PTSD triggers working for New York State. Being called out. Shut up, Bree. The supervisor would be like, well, you didn't do this, you didn't do this, you didn't do this. I was trying to. Like, that's exactly what I wanted to do, and I was trying to take care of those things. Well, you didn't do it in a timely manner, or you didn't do it the right way, or you didn't handle the situation appropriately. I'm like, well, I followed your list. I went from 1 to Z. Like, how much better did you want me to do this? And they would say something, and I'd be like, okay, well, fine, I'll do that. And then I tried to do that, and then it wasn't right. I'm just like, I give up. I give up. And the PTSD from being called out and then always not able to being in the right situation is kind of like, well, then why? Why bother? Why bother? But you too, Christine. No, that sucks. It's the worst feeling, honestly. Like, your brain makes you feel worthless. Yeah. Yeah, it does. It really does. It sucks. When you're called out and being incorrect in some things. Hi. It sucks. And, but like, I've admitted I was wrong before about things. We're all human. Nobody's perfect. But the ability to admit that you're wrong is a huge step in the right direction, and recognizing how to fix what you did. The feeling that someone is disappointed in us can affect us terribly. It causes us to feel inadequate. I live with that every day. Not that somebody is disappointed, but the feeling of inadequate. So yeah. You guys aren't the only ones. It's a human trait, unfortunately. and it's hard and it sucks. And Ellen, you hate it when they do that. Yeah, it's awful. It's absolutely an awful feeling. Knowing that you're trying to do your best, and that if you did it wrong or incorrectly, or that what you did wasn't matching the expectations of somebody else, it's hard to accept that you did your best at what information you had at that point in time, and then they're still upset and disappointed. Like, that sucks. It really does. And that actual explanation can fit a lot of my situations in my lifetime where people have gotten mad and upset with me, and they don't understand why things were the way they were, and causes situations to be blown way out of proportion than they actually should be. Mel, you love the black horse in the cabinet behind me. Yeah, those are my trail of treasured horses. Trail of painted ponies. He's the parade horse. And then you have the s'mores one next to him. He's cool. I think it is when you get older also. Yeah, I could see that. Because you guys are that older generation, and yeah, you should know better. So, I was going out with this guy. He just turned 40 this year. And he's been in counseling and in therapy for 10 years and this and that. And he's the one that I was saying the other day in one of the lives about how being a nasty person and saying such nasty things about, mental and emotional traumas are not the same as physical traumas, and that's just causing yourself to be a drama queen, and you're just looking and seeking for attention. It's like, dude, your age and experience does not meet what your brain is allowing you to admit to or think or follow through with. It's awful. It's awful. I had to start somewhere, though. My mom never celebrated my good things and always showed disappointment. Oh, God. Those are the worst. I'm sorry. It affected me my whole life until recent. I realized she was disappointed in herself, and also she turned that on me and my sister. Yeah. What is that called? Amplifying and associating a person's faults with another person is not okay. You if you have problems where and it's like I said in one of my posts, if you're looking for shadows in the dark, you probably need to look in the mirror, because that's not okay to be portraying your lack of self onto somebody else and causing them issues. It's wrong. And that was, yeah, I mean, I can relate in a little bit of ways around like people that I've met and known, but not my parents, thankfully. I feel dorky and stupid sometimes. So do I, Ellie. 40's not older. I know. Okay, I know. I don't even know how old I'm turning this year. I actually have to turn on a calculator to figure out how old am I going to be this year. Okay. 38. No, 40's not older, but the fact that he stated that he's been in therapy for 10 years and he's older than I am. I've been in counseling for 3 years. 3.5, give or take. I'm already more self-aware than he is. Like, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, you and a bunch of other people. Him you don't actually want to meet in a back alley, Ellie. He might clean your clock. He was a bodybuilder and a boxer. So yeah, I wouldn't take him physically. Definitely would not take him on physically. But, yeah. So then you take these negative characteristics from this part of the exercise, right? And then you need to write a letter to the already whole self of you that is struggling, but be nice to yourself. What would you say to yourself? And Stacy, you've already started. What would you say to yourself? Embody the spiritual part of you that doesn't see any of those characteristics, and then write a letter to the part that's struggling. So write a letter from your nice part of yourself to your negative characteristic self. And what would you say? Anybody with ADHD is affected differently, and nobody knows what their words can mean to us, at how they affect our moods and attitudes, and how they do things that we... Yes, Rachel. Spot on. ADHD is a superpower and a fault all at once. And if you don't have it, and if you have a neurotypical brain, which is totally fine, it's totally fine. Or there's a new term that's people are trying to mainstream, and I can't remember exactly what it is, but if you are not neurodivergent, you can't fully grasp. Maria. Yeah, I wish it was that easy. If you are not neurodivergent, you cannot comprehend how hard it is every day for us. And I could do talks on ADHD alone and still be like, yeah. But unfortunately, those brain chemicals and the neurons, the way our brains fire, being different, really seriously affects our moods and the attitudes and how we handle people and how we deal with the brains and how we handle interactions socially, mentally, and emotionally with people, and how we're going to deal with situations and problem solving. Like, it literally runs our life. And if you're not neurodivergent, you can't even grasp how hard it is every day for us. And I'm not saying don't try. Absolutely, don't look at us differently. Just be gracious with us. That's the biggest part. Just be gracious and understand we just need a moment. We need a moment longer. We need a moment to re-comprehend what you've said to us. We need a moment to explain ourselves a little bit differently. We need an extra moment just to take in and run it through our brains. Just give us a moment. Ellie started hers, my shining star, and I shared some of my strengths. Aw, Ellie. Yeah. Yes, be kind. Just be nice to us. Give us a moment. Maria, I'm so sorry you're back in the hospital. You thought you were having a heart attack. Oh, God. Woman, you and Sue and Linda and Nicole, you're all in my prayers right now, because, I cannot... Oh, I'm sorry. And it's not a sympathy, it's empathy. I feel for you. That's hard. That's hard. Women try to take care of everybody else. Make sure. It's what women do. It's exactly what women do. Yeah. Dorky. Ellen. Or Ellie. Dorky. Yeah. Yeah, we definitely do. We're the caretakers. We definitely are the caretakers. If I'm having a moment, I tell people around me to let me have a moment. Don't take it personally. I just need to work through something. This helps them to know that I'm not angry at them. Yes. I've started doing the same thing. My parents don't quite get it, and that's okay. That's totally fine. But I definitely have walked up to people and said, I just need a moment. Just give me a second. let me process this. And most of the times they take it and they understand it, and at least they're like, they don't make it too awkward, right? Where it's like, okay, well, maybe this is going to be okay for a change. But just tell them you just need a moment. Just give me a second. Give me a second. I'm just dealing with the thing. Let me work through it real quick. Had my dad stop at Stewart's, told him I wasn't going to make it. Called an ambulance. You can't make this crap up. No, Maria, I get it. Aw, yay. Maria, we love you. I think if I had to write a letter to myself, it'd be like, you've come so far. You've come so far. You've fought so many battles. My panic attack sent me to the ER years ago. Oh no, Ellen. I've never had a panic attack that hard before. I hope I never do. Hope I never do. But, yeah. I'm embarrassed to disclose this. I was diagnosed by bipolar. It's rapid recycle, which means it can switch from second to second. It can be exhausting. Stacy, that's big. You should be proud of yourself. You can handle it. I've seen bipolar. It is exhausting. It's exhausting when the people around you. But as long as they're aware, and as long as you're friends and understand that sometimes you're going to have a flip, and they don't take it personal, and that's okay. I know I wouldn't judge anybody by having bipolar. I think the guy that I was seeing was bipolar for sure, but like it was different. It was a different thing with him though, because he was like mentally, emotionally attacking. It was bad. Stacy, I could show you the messages later, but yeah, it was bad. And to a point where it was triggering for me that I was like, dude, I'm out. I'm out. No, thank you. But you knowing of where you are, like, that's huge. And being able to recognize that, yeah, it's going to be exhausting. But as long as the people around you don't hold it against you, that's a bigger part of it too. Jim actually had been diagnosed bipolar with his previous ex-wife. And turns out it wasn't really a bipolar thing with him, but more of an environmental stress that was causing these mood fluctuations to rapidly flip. And it was having the right people around him and being out of the situation that was causing that to happen that made a huge difference for him. And you need to have that support system. You absolutely need to have that support system. So I think that's the biggest thing. And I'm wrong, Stacy. Call me out on it. Okay, I'm not a counselor. I'm not licensed to anything. I am a person who is just going through a lot of shit, just like the rest of you. I'm either super energetic and happy or very depressed. There are days that I must have it then too. Stress test tomorrow. You'll pass the colors, Maria. No worries. Such a stigma against mental illness. It is. It's so bad. Mel, thank you. I do appreciate you for your massive donation for us and the horses. I'm still shocked and in awe that somebody could care about this much to do that for us. For example, Ellie asked me what I wanted for my birthday because I know she's looking at sending me something. We're all here for you. You've definitely helped me. My depression, anxiety made me think bad things, so I'm not here anymore. Let alone I had to work on. No, Elisa, don't do that. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Everybody who's here is worth you guys are worth something as a human being. Life is too short to be angry all the time or sad all the time or depressed all the time. It's not worth it. But so Ellie asked me what I wanted for my birthday, and I said two things. One, I don't ask for anything because I don't feel like I deserve anything. I don't feel like I deserve it. And the second part was I don't feel like I'm in the right to be able to ask for anything because of the financial disarray that we're in right now. It would feel to me being greedy, self-important. It's the word I want. I can't think of the word I want. To ask for something like that. And so I don't feel like asking for a birthday present or giving an ideas for a birthday present is fair. Because why should I have something when right now I'm going through such a tough time that I don't feel like it's deserving, right? So she went to gym. That I heard about. That was it. I don't know anything more of the conversation, but that's all I know is that. So then she went to gym. But so we all have that feeling. We all have that feeling. Yeah. Yeah. But we all are worthy. We're all worthy of having things that make us happy and things that make us want to wake up for another day. And I think that goes along in hand. He told you. All he said was that you asked him because I said what I said. That was it. I don't know anything more. So, but I think that all goes hand in hand with the letter you got to write yourself is, you've come so far. This is what you're fighting for, but you are worth it. Ellie's yelling at you. I said Ellie is yelling at you.
Why?
Because you told me that she went to you asking about a birthday present for me. That was it. That's all I said, though.
I didn't say anything about a birthday present.
No, but you said to me that Ellie talked to you about it.
No, I didn't.
Because, yes, you did. Or else I wouldn't have known.
I think you just knew because I did not ask.
No, because I told you she didn't like what my answer was to her. We had this conversation. I am not crazy.
You are crazy.
No.
Because she asked me and I didn't say a word to you about it.
Yeah. No, you didn't tell me what you guys talked about other than the fact that Ellie asked you about a present. That was it.
Yeah, well, I can't not ask you because what if I got the wrong thing?
Keep in mind, giving a gift is good for the giver too. Oh, I get that.
But see, I'm a gift giver, so it has to be the right gift. Otherwise, it's the wrong gift.
It's never the wrong gift.
I don't know. It can be, absolutely.
I don't know about that. You deserve so much. You help so many in so many ways. I understand what you're going through, but you deserve so much. I think everybody deserves a lot. But I also think you get equal of what you put out into the world. So I'm always trying to figure out, what did I put out into the world deserving enough to have these people antagonize me? Or what did I put out in the world enough to deserve friends like you guys are? So keep following every day after day after day. Because it's What is it? How is that said? It's a double-edged sword. It's a catch-22.
Well, question 22 is you can't get there unless you have experience, but you can't get experience unless you're there.
Yeah.
Double-edged sword is, oh, yeah, it cuts both ways.
Okay, it's a double-edged sword. So yeah, in that letter to yourself, I mean, I think I would write, you've come so far, you've fought for so much, you've built up from nothing. I mean, you guys can see behind me the taste of the things that I have. You guys have seen in the barn the things that I have. You guys have pretty much seen my entire freaking house. And men get amnesia quickly. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. There's good and there's bad. Think of it as a balance. We need the bad to appreciate the good. That's for sure. So, but Jim and I literally have come from nothing. He came out of a divorce where he had literally the clothes on his back, and he didn't have a vehicle. He didn't have a phone, hardly. He was living in the back room of a friend of his in his house, and that was it. And like, my parents have supported a lot, and I can't say they haven't. But I try not to ask for money. I try not to ask for the support. I try not to ask for things because I don't want to be like, I don't want to have to rely upon. So, we've worked hard for everything. We're still working hard for everything. So, you're real. I am. I'm going to give you the genuine truth. I have nothing to hide. I have no reason to hide anything. But, it's keep on being that genuine person. Keep on being yourself. Keep being true to yourself. The hard stuff will overcome. It just takes time. It's never easy. Nothing is easy. But we just gotta learn from those parts of us that are hard to try to fix it. I love you guys too. Thank you, Mel. I don't like asking for anything. It's uncomfortable. Yeah, exactly. I'd rather struggle than ask. For Mom and I, it's your knowledge with the horses, your gems and cool goodies. Easy to listen to. You fight for what's right. I do. I ended my letter saying just that. It's okay to be a dork. Stay true to yourself and your dreams. Yeah. I don't like it thrown back in my face after. I don't either. That's the annoying thing. Well, I did this for you. Yeah, and you're learning that a lot earlier in life than did you be you. Oh, thanks, Karen. Thank you. It's hard. It definitely is hard. And just because you do something for somebody does not mean that they owe you or you owe them. As long as it wasn't mentioned in there in the fact. I've always said to my dad, can I borrow a few bucks when I've had those moments? And I'm like, I'll pay you back eventually. He's like, don't worry about it. But then he likes to come around and joke about, well, where's my portion? I don't know. Next paycheck. But Yeah, we don't ask. Yeah. We're all agreeing we don't ask for anything because we don't want it thrown back in our faces, or we don't want to have to feel like we owe somebody or any of that. Better days are ahead. I know they are. I know. I had a thought earlier today, actually, while I was washing the kitchen dishes. And, oh, hey, I had money posted in my account. That's nice. I can pay a bill. I was washing the dishes and thinking about everything that has happened this last few months, right? With the freeloader and things going on. And I was like, I feel like there's a lot of bad things happening all at once. When I write to myself, it's my inner child, because that's the part of us that thinks when we get things, our inner child is delicate and needs to know we're worthy and loved. Yeah, Stacy, that's exactly it. I'm doing a lot of that with my counselor lately too, so definitely trying to heal that inner child. To let that person inside know that it's okay. Being an adult is hard. Me too, Ellie. But that everything that has been going on these last few months, and especially the last few days and week, and the things that have been said behind my back, that maybe it's, you shouldn't think I gave that up years ago. Aw, Stacy. Hugs from afar for everybody crying right now. I'm sorry. I don't mean to. I'm an emotional crier. I cannot do this on command as much as people think I can. I can't do it on command, or else I'd be in the movies already, okay? If I could cry on demand, I'd be in the movies. I wouldn't be here. I'm sharing pork rinds with a woman in my hospital room. Aww. Well, hugs to everybody in your hospital room, Maria. I'm eating ice cream after this, okay? But I was thinking that everything that's been going on is literally maybe this is literally the universe finally clearing out all of the bad shit. All at once, unfortunately. But maybe this is finally the universe clearing out all the bad shit. Between breaking my ribs and having surgery, having this crazy ridiculousness go on all winter, and getting these extra horses and mouths out of here between the bailout and the freeloader, and getting her ass off my property. Cleaning up my friends list, because there's apparently a lot of people that needed to be deleted. And getting things kind of back into shape. I don't know. I keep trying to say that this is the road that needed to be taken in order for the good shit to finally happen. That's how I'm taking it. That's how I'm trying to perceive this. Is that this is finally just finally that good freaking shit we've been waiting the last 5 years to finally happen since 2020 hit with COVID. I don't know. But that's what I'm trying to believe in. And that's how I'm trying to positively think about. Hope I'm still a friend. Oh, absolutely, Mel. If you guys are on here, more than likely you're still on my friends list. I was wondering where the ice cream was. Yeah, I know. Is she gone yet? No. No, but I've had some really interesting comments made today to me, so yeah. You won't find her on Facebook right now because she doesn't like the drama. And she can't do anything right now until she's safe. I don't know what from. But Tamara, you finally caught a freaking live. Yeah. Well, we're a couple hours in, but that's okay. I don't mind hanging out. Hey, Tina. So that's the mindset I'm trying to focus on, is that 2025 is apparently going in, but she crashed the drama. No, she created the drama. There's her spraying cat. Yeah, no kidding. She did create the drama. That was all her. I didn't do this change. I didn't do this time, okay? I want it noted. I didn't post it on Facebook. Anywhere. That was not me. Okay, of the 2 people that I know that posted stuff on Facebook, I didn't do it. And I've missed everything that's happened. Well, I mean, I can give you the briefness. Safe from all the men she gave the clap to. Sorry. Yeah. Well, Tamara, we were talking about negative characteristics of ourselves. I got myself crying, and we're trying to figure out how we're going to be nice to ourselves, essentially, and what we tell ourselves. And I came to the realization that I think 2025 is just finally cleaning out all the negativity for the last 5 years. Yeah, like those horses. I know. You can run, but you can't hide. What comes around goes around. That, yes. What comes around goes around. Absolutely. You have it to create it and you bring it in, that's your problem. Yes, please. Right? 2025, can you finally be the purge year of like taking the shit out? Please. 2020 brought hell upon us with COVID and government stupid and people. Indeed ice cream. Nom nom. Yeah, exactly. Nom 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 nom. Yes, Tina, only 5. I'm not counting anything that happened before 2020, okay? We're ignoring those years, except for the year the twins were born. Oh, God. Yeah. So the letter to myself is, you've come so far. You have fought for so much. You worked your ass off. You've come from nothing. You now have an amazing support system behind you that you've never expected. A love to you all. And this is your time. Sage, yes. Clear out all the negative. Exactly. Life is too short. It is. Absolutely it is. Life is too short. Tina, fair enough. Yeah, exactly. Let's do this instead. Make it a positive statement. 2025 is the year that the trash throws itself out. Yes, please. In all of the ways. Yes, please. Yeah. 2025 is the purge year. For sure. We've had enough negativity the last 5 years. It is now time for the positivity to come in. And no more of this. None. Save some so you can clean out the negativity. Freeloader. Sage is great. Oh, I've still got my big massive bundle of sage. Don't worry. And I have some ordered for you guys that are buying the boxes. There is sage in them boxes. Clean your freaking houses out, okay? Because we don't need this. What happened with Megan? Don't mean to bring it up. Totally missed it all. I've been busy with my rescue from you. and animals and kids is a full-time job. Okay, so the question has been brought up, so I will answer. Let's just say that between the freeloading of using my truck and my trailer whenever she felt like she wanted to, the lack of respect of my property and my animals and my barn and my pieces and my family and things, the expectation that she was just going to continue to feed off of my feed bill and my property, and I said I was done. And then I kept getting excuse after excuse after excuse, and I ignored it. And I said I was done. And I was ignored. And I continued to say that I was done. And when she took over the bailout, and I watched it go downhill and crash and burn from everything I built, I definitely said that I was done. And then she wanted to fight with me about money. And I said I was done. You know, I'm the one with the mortgage. I'm the one with the electric bills. I'm the one with the feed bills. I'm the one with the truck bill. I'm the one with the trailer bill. I'm the one with the repair bills. I'm the one with the fuel oil bill. I'm the one with the car insurance and the health insurance and the 2 kids that actually go to school and the medical bills that Lily has to deal with and try and survive on ourselves and everything else. And what does she have? Refusal to pay board, refusal to pay rent, and the refusal to work. So we send Billy to the barn every day by himself to do things because she didn't want to do it. I'm depressed. I hurt. I'm sick. I'm watching the kids. I'm this. I'm that. I'm not even home because she's not, and she's in Buffalo with a boyfriend. And yeah, I don't care. I'll talk about her at this point. Whatever. So I said to the dealer, I want the horses out. I want the bailout out of here. I don't want them here anymore. I don't want this. I don't want to have to deal with this. I want my indoor riding arena back. I want my barn back. I don't want to fight about money. I don't want to fight about space. I don't want to fight about any of this stuff that she can't handle. I'm done. And so by the end of the year, they were gone. And then she continued to have 19 horses starting at the beginning of the year and didn't want to pay board, didn't want to take care of them, didn't want to do anything. And I said I was done. So I put an Agister's lien on those horses. One of them found their way to a rescue, thank God. One of them is Billy's. So that's 17. One of them she ended up actually finally admitting she sold. So that brought it down to 16. So then I said, those 16 horses, you have to pay a certain amount, or by the end of February, I'm selling them. She didn't like that. Hey, Charlene, better late than never. Exactly. So last week, she finally decided to pay the bill, an agreed amount, and move them off the property. So I have 16 less mouths to feed, which is so freaking nice. There's only 11 horses out in the pasture now that I have to worry about. And the other ones are in the barn and fit in the barn. Huh, God, imagine that. So, but yet I heard last night from somebody that she's blaming me for everything. She's trying to turn the dealer on me, blaming me for everything. I don't know how that works. Actually, I talked to the dealer. He says, no. I was like, I didn't think so. Because she seems to be a liar. And this person who told me that she's blaming everything on me, I don't care. also told me that she thought that I had kicked her off the property entirely and that she wasn't living here anymore. Well, no, she's still living on my property. So yeah. At least Billy and her 3 children are still living on my property. I don't know what her hours might be this week. We don't know the answer to that, Pat. We don't know. I've told him what my opinion is, and he makes his own decision. I told him don't stay. I told him don't stay. So, Susan's finally here. Good for you, thank you. Tried. She does not deserve any of them. Yeah. She's a pathological liar. Yes, she is. All of the above, Stacy. Absolutely. Yeah, she blames me for everything. I'm the reason that she had to move her horses. I'm the reason that she lost her money through the bailout. I'm the reason for this. I'm the reason for I don't really care. Whatever. You make the bed you lie in, okay? Just like it was Billy's uncle's fault and all in the place that Eli and Lionel were at fault. Yeah, so reading that article, I'm pretty convinced now that that lady in Kentucky was hiding Megan's other horses from things. So, yeah, Stacy. Kathy, I don't know. That's out of my knowledge range. I don't know anything about it. What was posted is what I know. I don't know anything more. Because the story I was given was not what I was, not what was written in court documents. So she left. So Tamara, she's been here Monday through Friday afternoons, taking care of her kids in the house. Billy does the barn chores with me mornings and evenings. And then she takes off Friday to Sunday, sometimes into Monday morning, with another guy in Buffalo. Yes, Pat, she does. Yep. 6, 7 months old, not even broke the lead. Oh, no, her husband's in New Jersey. Figure that one out. Husband in New Jersey, fiance is Billy, boyfriend in Buffalo. And there's another guy in the history before that. Yeah. I don't get it. I don't know where the horses are. It is a secret. Not even Billy knows. She won't tell Billy where the horses are. So yeah. That's the information that I have. And yeah, no, there's no lies to that at all. I'm trying to think, did I even exaggerate anything? No, I didn't. Yeah, she has a whole world of drama. Her dog's still locked in. I don't know. I haven't looked at the trailer, so I don't know. I've been staying away from that part of the property. My property. Yes, I feel bad for the kids. I feel awful for the kids. That's the worst part, honestly, is that yeah. Those kids are forever going to be issues. And it sucks because they don't deserve that. They don't deserve that. Well, Tamara, having the horses out of the barn has already been a huge relief off of my shoulders. That's for sure. The stress has already gone down. Um, but to have them out at that point in time when they finally move, yes. Yes. Absolutely yes. Because the plan then is to put an actual paying renter into that trailer, provided it's still in living conditions, that we don't have to put too much work into it, to actually bring in real money for a change. So, didn't you get that one lady that used to help you if your property spoiling out, take care of the horses? So that yeah, that was a yes and a no. So we were having the same thing happen last winter as kind of what started this winter was the lack of actual care. I started seeing it earlier because I kind of expected it this time. And so I caught it earlier. And between breaking the ribs, surgery, and Thanksgiving, I already kind of knew what was coming. And so that's when I've already started stepping in, and I was out in the barn more, and I was doing more of the lives to prove that work was actually being done. The horses were actually being taken care of, and stepping in and showing like what was actually going on in the barn. But the winter before this one, that was a burnout where I was not being told what was happening. And then fights did incur between people, and I think it didn't help at all. So yes, she did have her hand in things last winter too. Yeah. I don't know, Tina. I don't know. But that's something that I have to talk to the lawyer about. That's what I went through with the girl that got a donkey from you last year. I had to evict her. Yeah. My mother's trying to call me. I'll call you back. Yeah, I hope we don't have too much to clean up, that's for sure. I really don't. I mean, I get shown things here and there sometimes, and so like I look and I hope that it actually does look. Oh, pocket dial. Nice. So I'm hoping it's not bad. I gotta reply to this one real quick. Yeah, I feel bad for Jacob too. It's not fair. A teenager should not have to be taking care of his siblings like that. Nope. So, I was not intending to talk about this tonight, but because the question got asked, I'm again in transparency. This is what it is from my side of things in the conditions of what we are living in and seeing and hearing and stuff like that. So, but this is the true facts, okay? This is what happened. The story that I was told. I can get a set of runners for you when they leave. Thank you, Tina. That'd be great. Jim wants to pop the runners. As long as they didn't trash the trailer. Jim wants to pop the run up to $900 a month, which I think is fair. Should help pay for the mortgage. Which is what it's supposed to do. You can do a walkthrough at any point. Let them know 24 hours in advance. Check the place out. Yeah, I know. Probably do it on a weekend when I don't have to look at her. But the story that I was told was that the horse was under veterinary care, that she was following direction, and that the SPCA down there was targeting her. Did I manage? Well, Max still has his on, and Donnie does not have one on, but he is not cold. We just put out 10 more round bales today, so. In a live while ago, the kitchen sink didn't work. Dishes weren't being done in the bathtub. And I think that's still the truth. Because Her biggest thing about the kitchen sink not being in was that she didn't like the cupboards. And so the cupboards, she wanted to replace those before she put in the kitchen sink. So it's not the fact that there's no plumbing. Like, there's plumbing to the entire place. There was plumbing to a sink. She tore it out. The sink worked. But she didn't like the cabinets. So she wanted to replace the cabinets, but was not going to put in the sink until the cabinets were done. That's why. So, yeah. I don't know what the ordeal is there, but okay. Wouldn't you rather have a working sink and then worry about the rest part of it? No, why would you? If that makes sense. But we just put in a brand new hot water heater on around New Year's Day. So there's a whole brand new hot water heater in that thing. But the story that I was told was that, yeah, the horse was under veterinary care, and that the SPCA down there was a harassment to her, and they were always looking for something to get after her about. And, up here, I've seen it happen before. It happened to me as a kid over a 40-year-old pony we had out in our pasture, and somebody driving by said it looked awful and had no shelter, when that wasn't true. And so the SPCA at that point in time had sent somebody over to our farm and was like, I'm just having somebody called in, this and that. So, like, I can believe it-ish. It does happen. But then to, like, have actual charges, and there's more to the story that I didn't know about, that I wasn't told, then that's what makes it more of like, are you freaking for real right now? Like, I wouldn't have allowed this on my property had I had the full story. And that's why I don't think I was given the full story. Because they can't admit that they were wrong. But then the guard went down and I started seeing things, and that's when things started going south. And so that's when I started saying, no, I'm done. And then the story finally comes out. But yeah, I didn't know about the carcass charges. I did not know that they were charging her. The last that I had known was that she had a public defender who said, yeah, it was an open and shut case and wouldn't be a problem. And here it is over a year later. There's still a problem. How did I meet her? She threw the bailout. She followed the bailout. And she came up one day to look at a horse. Lionel. She came up one day to come look at Lionel and Holly, because they were in the same weeks of each other, and gave me a line of a story of her life. And you kind of, as somebody who has problems trusting people and has a similar feeling of situations and things, like, you kind of like, yeah, okay, I can see that. Or and I've been down that road, and that sucks, and you make that connection. And you sit literally in your same dining room, and you're like, this is my ground line. Like, don't stab me in the back, don't lie to me, don't do any of that. And she was like, no, same. We set the ground board, that line. I put that line in the sand from day one, and it still happened. And people wonder why I have problems trusting people. How many times you get stabbed in the back before you're like, I don't want it anymore. So yeah. Where on earth did I find a place for 16 horses? They crowded my pasture. She put 2 of them in one stall. So she had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For a while, she had 7 or 8 of my stalls. And then I said, get them out. I want my stalls back for my horses. And then it went down to 6 stalls. The one with the abscess face, Wilson, 2 in the back, 1 up front. So 5. It's 5. Never really liked her, gave me weird vibes. Yeah. Yeah, you never really know people. I just want to reach out and give you a big hug. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. It's very clear you're a good-hearted person. You wear your heart on your sleeve. I do. I always have. I've always have. And that's one of my faults. That's one of my faults. I do. I'm too trusting. I'm too trusting. I always want to see the good in people. And no, it can't be that bad. And oh, I get it. I understand. You know, don't worry. Let me help you. Let me help you get your feet under yourself. And then I become another bad person in the process of somebody else's story. She came from under a rock, right? I should have known. Like, I should have seen the red flags sooner. Georgia to Pennsylvania, and Pennsylvania to this part in Pennsylvania, and New Jersey, and this and that. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. Did you know that Billy was in a missionary school in California? Born in Jersey, went to missionary school in California, worked at a big cat facility in Texas. Yeah. Always bites us in the ass. Yeah, it does. Ellie, I won't change. Just like I posted just before the live. Stay genuine, stay true to ourselves. Trust you until you give me a reason not to. Then I have to work many times harder. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm done trusting people. Done trusting people. There's a few people I can trust. And some of them are on here. Some of them are not. Bond was posted 1/30/24. Pre-trial was on schedule for 1/6. I don't know. I was actually supposed to check my calendar to see if that was a day of anything. I don't remember what it was. Because, all of those trips to New Jersey for her to go pick up her son. Do you want to know whose car she drove? Our Subaru. She drove back and forth to New Jersey to go pick up her son in our Subaru. Except for the last one. Yeah. Not in the right state of mind to notice things, then. I'm never in the right state of mind. What are you talking about, Tina? So how are you going to get them to move on? Evictions. Megan is going to run the horses on March Unwanted Acres open day. I don't care. Good luck. I also heard that Unwanted Acres was not going to have anybody sign any liability waivers either, so they better hope nobody gets hurt and suddenly decides to sue them. Hey, Jane. Yeah, no, I'm not going to have people pony riding on my horses without waivers being signed. That's just dumb. I'm also not going to have a tattoo artist come onto my property and start tattooing people randomly either. Like, that's stupid. That's a health risk. No, thank you. No. Yeah, no, I don't care. No, that's a whole lot of nope. I'll take a nope rope over that any day of the week. No, thank you. So yeah. Again, trusting and not thinking, any of it goes back to your ADHD, because I'm the same way. Yes, exactly. Super Bowl's over. I missed you guys, but smile, this too shall pass. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I forgot you all are watching the Super Bowl. Who won? I don't even know. I wasn't watching. Ha! You did permit. That's what I thought too. I don't think so. I think they're in Buffalo. I think the horses are in Buffalo. So I don't know. Like I said before, it's a gigantic secret. So I don't know. But as we've said, life will move on here. I don't really. Yeah, we have enough rescues at this point in time. The Eagles won. Nice. I heard the halftime show sucked. I only know that because of the comments on Facebook. I mean, if you've been watching the lives, I'm working with Nick, trying to get him to understand and trust that I'm not going to kill him, and I don't understand what's bothering him so much. But we did have somebody donate. That sucks for them. Yeah. Karma's full circle. Yeah, exactly. It'll come around. I'm not worried about it. Eagles won, that's why I was late. Gotcha. Yes, Mel, they did. Yep. I can't see someone taking in 16 of her horses. And also for free, on top of that, Cassandra. Yeah. Because I'm going to tell you right now, she ain't paying for nothing. She won't pay for it. So I'm fairly confident they're in Buffalo. So yeah, somebody donated. Oh, Wanda. I know, and I've been so happy that you're one of the people I've been able to meet and know and get to know and everything too. Yes. Thank you. Oh my god, I love all of you guys. You guys are awesome. Hi, my name's Stacy. I love you. Thank you, Wanda. I mean, you know what, Wanda? I had you telling me that is huge. Thank you. I also had somebody else message me last night, which I got to message her back, actually. She got me crying because I was in a mood. And I was cuddling up with Jim. And I was like, she was like, you're one of the good ones. And I was like, why do you gotta make me cry at so late at night? She borrowed the gigantic horse trailer from her Amish guy. The boyfriend's truck and the Amish guy's horse trailer. 2 trips. 13 of them in the first load and 3 in the second. Because she thought she was going to fit all 16 on at once. Trailer's not that big. But she squeezed 13 on at once first. So yeah, so somebody donated. My boy from you is doing great. Yay! $7.95. You know, I vaguely remember him, Tamara. $7.95 standard bread. You know, we have so many standard breads, but something... I remember $7.95 somehow. I will have to look back. But, yeah. I'm glad he's doing well. I really am. I do like the updates. Maybe she'll give them back to the bailout. No, she won't. She's a hoarder. She's a hoarder. Anyway, somebody donated some herbs for Nick to try to calm him down a little bit. So we're going to try that first. The farrier is coming on Thursday this week. The dentist is coming in March, so we can get his teeth fixed up for him. We've already had money donated for both of those, so thank you everybody that has helped support that for Nick and his unfortunate journey that he's dealt with while he's here. I'm trying to change the subject. I am. But that's okay. I get it. I don't understand either, Cassandra, at all. I don't get it either. I don't know. But we have a lot of good things coming forward, I hope. You guys are killing me. I'm just gonna let the comments roll, man. I'm gonna let the comments roll. I'm just gonna sit here and be like, yep, I agree with you guys. I agree with you. So, Tina says she's coming around the barn tomorrow, so we're gonna see about how things go. And at least I'm laughing now, exactly. I'm not crying like I was earlier. Calendar for next year. Yes. So anybody with rescues or adoptions or bailouts, you know, we're still doing the calendars. They're already creating the 2026 ones. So, oh, good. Robin, I knew exactly what you're going for. Tamara, but yeah, send us pictures. Keep us updated. So yeah, we're already doing the 2026 calendars creations. The sooner we can get them done, the sooner we can get them mailed out. Possibly December this time instead. I forgot about the recipe book, actually, Ellie. So the rescue is trying to build a recipe book that you could submit any recipe that you would like, horse or human. Just state your source of where you got it so we can put it in there appropriately. And you can send it to me or Ellie. And we're going to build a recipe book based off of our followers and supporters and all of your favorite. You can submit more than one, even. If you want to do a whole freaking meal. Here's your first appetizer. Here's your second. Here's your main course. Here's your, sure, let's do a 9-course meal. Why not? Am I still going to do a live? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, right. Well, maybe she'll get the halter on him faster than I will. I'm okay with people showing me up with stuff. I don't care. Have I got Nick and Nicole and Dustin to come help? Once their car is fixed. So they're still having issues with the vehicle and affording the vehicle parts for that. So once those are done, they'll be back around, I'm sure. Yep. Steph. Hi. How's it going? You make a mean corn pudding from my grandma. I've never had corn pudding, so send it up. Nicole's like, we plan on coming to help. I know. I need it. Oh, God, do I need it right now. It's not even funny. I'm slowly trying to get the barn cleaned up as I have the ability and time right now. I sent you an email on my invoice. Yes, I did, Susan. Thank you. I did read it. I have not had a chance to sit down and answer emails. But yes, I read it, and thank you. I appreciate it very much. I really do. Yay, Ellen's back. Yes, Tamara, thank you. That'd be awesome. Called teamwork, Chica. I know. Exactly. Tina, have you been watching my lives lately? He won't take a treat. He won't take grain out of my hands. He won't take grain out of the bucket that I'm holding. Lori, yes, I will be home tomorrow. Yep. As far as I know, I am. As long as my dad's not kidnapping me for anything, yes, I will be. Lisa, you're awesome. So, I'm actually think I'm going to be hopping off here soon, you guys. I have ice cream calling my name, for one, because my emotions got me already tonight. I love you all. I really appreciate you all. Lori's like, I'll call you. Okay. I'll be around. I appreciate all of you. I really do. I saw Dustin was pissed. What? Nicole, I'm not quite sure what you're in reference to, but I'm sure you might get. I might follow. You can message me separately. I deserve it. Oh, thank you. Oh, Wanda, I love you too. I love you, Steph, and Corinne, and Lori, and everybody else. And Audrey, you know, you're one person that I freaking adore you. Okay? And totally, like, good vibes. Friendship vibes. So, thank you. Honestly, thank you. Because you know what? You're one of the few people that we've had some sort. Oh, Wanda, you got it. I got it. You got it. I freaking love the ears. You and Robin are one of the few people who have known me since I was a kid, like a kid. And I appreciate the both of you for following and understanding. I guess I'm having hard time explaining it, but that evolution from being a kid to a teenager to an adult to a person that's just having a hard time with life and trying to manage. And thank you. No, really, seriously, thank you. Thank you. Susan, you guys just know. It's good to have that from somebody who has seen everything from the very first years of my owning a horse back in 1999, you know, to what it is now. And those few 4-H connections that I have left from then. So that's why I adore you and I appreciate you and Robin McCarthy. So thank you. I can't say anything more other than that. You know? I appreciate it. I really do. And I missed a bunch of your guys' comments. You guys started a Star Party. You got 2.5 minutes left. Oh, you guys, I love you. Oh. Oh, Mel, that sounds really good. Oh, I love fish. I love fish. Kylie for the stars. Wanda for the stars. Lori for the stars. Kylie, you guys are cool. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, my horse journey started back in 1999. My parents promised me a horse when I turned 13, and it took us a while. We found the right one. I was only 18 then. I pretty much trained her mostly. I mean, she was already broke to ride, walk, trot, canter, but she didn't have the neck reining. And so I'm gonna hang out and wait till you guys get the star things. Either it times out or you guys fill it. She knew how to walk, trot, canter, and take a rider, and that was it. She did not have like the show jog. She didn't have the show trot. She didn't have any of the. She was backyard broke. She didn't stretch. She didn't have extension. She didn't know how to jump. She didn't know how to barrel race. She didn't know how to do any of that stuff. She couldn't leave the farm without a buddy. Like, she was barn sour so bad. She was 5 years old when we got her, and we didn't know that. We were lied to. She didn't neck rein. She didn't have any release of pressure. Like, she had none of that stuff. Oh, thank you guys. You're doing it. 30 seconds left. 30 seconds left. And, You're only a year older than me. That's cool. Yeah, so I'm an 87 baby. We'll just put it that way. I'm only 80. I'm an 87 baby. And she didn't load in trailers. She didn't bathe at the wash rack. She didn't clip. She didn't do any of that stuff. And so we thank you, you guys. You're awesome. You did it. You did it again. That's awesome. Thank you. It took a long time, but we trained that horse, and we instilled the work in there, and we worked our asses off on that horse. And by the time we got done, as always, Wanda to the rescue. I was not in the in crowd at the horse shows, but I didn't care. I had fun, and that's all that mattered. And that horse won a lot of champions. It really did. So she's the one that did it all for me. So the year I graduated high school. Where do I get my hair bands when they're not broken? Walmart, mostly. Walmart, CVS, Rite Aid. I've gotten some of them for free at expos. But you can get them at Walmart and CVS. Bing. I am a Pisces. No, I am Pisces. February. My birthday's this month. Has not passed yet. We'll just give you that. Were my parents into horses? Kind of. So my mother's family bred ponies. And like they had ponies and they had horses. And my whole family on my mother's side always had draft horses and work horses. One of my big family's members had a huge dairy, and he had Percherons. And my uncles had Belgians. And he bred Belgians and raised them and used them for work. My one uncle is a farrier, and his daughters are into horses. And then one of my other uncles is had horses. They had horses. No, Robin, 25th. And we are not doing Equifest this year. No, there's just been too much going on. We're not prepped for it. We're not ready. And we're going to take the year off from doing anything crazy and kind of bring everything back together. Circle the wagons. So, and then my father's side, horses kind of were in the family, but not heavily. The Baileys were not a huge farming family. They knew how to, but the Baileys came over more during the potato famine in Ireland. And so most of them ended up going into kind of like a business aspect, office work and stuff like that. My grandfather did had horses for his kids. So like my dad and his sisters grew up with horses. But there weren't any like major horse family in the blood part there. But oh, Tamara, I'm a little bit older. Yeah, nice. Yeah, absolutely, Steph. Yeah, just contact me and let me know when you're kind of looking at doing that. So my dad had horses growing up, but like the horse blood really comes from my mother's side of the family more than anything. So I've not heard anything about the boards. We're getting low on sawdust though, and so like when Dad goes to go get a load of sawdust with the truck, I'll go with them and talk to the millers about where we're at on the boards. So they are ordered. I have the paper to show it, but yeah, I haven't heard anything yet. Actually, I gotta go get horse blankets from my other Amish guys. He mailed me a letter and said your blankets are done, so I gotta go get those too. But yeah. Sure, Steph. That sounds good. But, so yeah, horses ran in the blood in the family. So yeah. All right, you guys, I am going to clock off for the night. I still have a couple more things I got to finish up. I'm going to get some ice cream to calm the emotions. And I will catch up with you guys in the morning for sure. So either here or the rescue page. I'm not sure which yet. It kind of depends on how the morning goes. I do have to run to the Tractor Supply to go get another bag of feed and the cat food. I have to go get cat food tomorrow. So, all right. Thank you everybody for hopping on. Again, it'll be on replay if you want to catch the first half. But congrats on the Eagles, I guess. Thank you for the stars and all of your love and support. So thank you very much, you guys. And we'll be in touch in the morning. So I hope you all have a wonderful night. Thank you. Thank you.